so anytime I'm ready.
Oh yeah, you're ready. You're good.
Oh, hi, I'm Jason Russell from Critical Dice. Welcome to Fable 42, where we chaos through kin friendship or something.
That was so close. That was so close.
I'm off my game. You're watching the Duke City Chronicles, a Monster of the Week game set in my hometown of Albuquerque, New Mexico. You can watch us live here on Twitch on Friday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern or 3 p.m. Pacific, or if you're feeling especially extra, 4 p.m. Mountain. If you are in the live chat, please put in ! critical to enter the giveaway. And if you haven't already liked and followed our channel, do that. I mean, what's stopping you? And if you have a free Prime subscription from Amazon, go ahead and do that too. Right? So without further ado, let's go ahead and get me stop talking and do our character and player intros. Let's start with start with Anne.
Okay, hello. I'm Anne. You can find me on Dusty Wings Illustration on the Instagram, but I'm also going to be hosting my own D&D game soon called The Search for Planet Azad on Twitch at MC Dusty. I'm going to be playing Fiona, who's like my devilish little redhead child, and I love her. But yeah, that's me.
Child.
I like how you're your own redhead stepchild. Awesome.
Yes. A redhead child. I've always wanted one, so.
Nice.
Now I have one.
Stacks, let's have you go next.
Sweet. I am Stacks, also known as Judgy DM. You can find me anywhere on social media with that namesake. Today I am playing Gates, the monstrous playbook, and he's just, hanging out doing his best.
Just doing his best. Just doing his best. And Bridget.
Hi all, I'm Bridget. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at string_theories_. And I play Miss Suki Buchanan. She is the Spooky Playbook, and she is a heavily tattooed 70-year-old art professor at the University of New Mexico. Yeah.
Spooky Grandma, TM. And GW.
Hey everyone, I'm GW. You can find me on IG and Twitter under GW005, 2B's, 2 zeros. You can also find me on Clarion Dawn. It's a sci-fi audio drama I did with some awesome people. That's in space! Find that on ClarionDawn.com or any of the podcast platforms. I am Quavon Q Whispers, and I am the team's angsty, edgy angel boy. I am the Divine Playbook.
Excellent. And I'm Jason Russell. You can find me at Critical Dice on Instagram and Heaven Help Us TikTok. But without further ado, let's get into the continuation of today's hunt, the memorial. It's an amazing place. Most people have no idea where it is, but we're okay with that. We've got mountains, rivers, deserts, and over 300 days of sunshine, and some of the most diverse and wonderful people you'll ever meet. It's a great place to live, and I definitely encourage you to try it. But we also have our dark side, our own ghosts, secrets, and legends. Most of them are true. For thousands of years, people have been living here and dying here. This is Albuquerque, but it goes by many names. The 505, the Burke, my favorite is the Duke City. These are the Duke City Chronicles. And welcome back. Previously on the Duke City Chronicles, the team makes their way up to the top of the Sandia Mountains to investigate a vision that Suki had where, well, one of the cable cars from the tram lets go and everyone falls to their death. They make their way up to the top of the tram, not taking the tram, frustratingly, but to rather, they just teleport up there. They make some inquiries with the people who work there, discover there has been some recent trouble with the tram, and see one of their oldest friends, at least here on the stream, Eddie, who was the victim they saved at the very first episode, way back with episode 1, the cowboy, who is excited to see Q because they went to high school together, but also apprehensive that he sees Q because of everything that has happened. And the team with Suki, Fiona, and Gates head over to a weird stone house on the peak next door, so to speak, and hike over there to investigate that while Q goes to kind of interview some of the workers at the cafe, the restaurant up top called 10-3. Suki's team discovers there's something hidden inside the stone house, a mystic diabolical crockpot of some kind, and that's sucking in spiritual energy. And Gates sees emblazoned on the side the words Maxwell. But we're going to start this episode with GW. Q, you're headed to 10-3 to perhaps interview some of the people who were on the tram the night they had a stoppage. So let's start with you.
All right. What do I see when I walk into the restaurant?
Look behind you. No, so basically what you have there in your background, which is 10-3 there at the top of the peak. It's a multi-stage, single floor, kind of like sunken living room vibes of the people are sending me things in Discord and they're too funny. I don't have the focus for this today, guys. Okay. It's like wood and the glass. And as you guys have noted before, the view appears incredible. There's several tables. It's not particularly busy. And you can see the hostess station up at the front where there is a girl wearing all black with kind of some menus who greets you as you walk in. Hi, table for one?
No. I was just coming here to check things out. I heard that that there were some people that work here that had some issues on the tram sometime before recently.
Do you have a fear of heights?
A little bit, just a little bit.
Oh, well, she kind of leans in a little closer. It's like, well, listen, I was on that flight and it was nothing. I mean, it was just for a few minutes. I guess there was something on the lines or something. I don't even know. And the power came back on and we were fine. There's never been an accident. You don't have to worry about it. You know, what I find helps is a drink. You can grab yourself a seat at the bar and you're 2 miles up. So,
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I will. I'm Q, by the way.
Oh, hi, Rebecca. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Rebecca. Who else was on that flight with you?
Let me think. Who else was there? Christopher was on that one, and me, and Stan. Actually, she looks over. Yeah, Stan's working bar today. If you want to be reassured again, you talk to him.
Yeah, I'll do that. As I'm walking over there, Keeper, the names were Christopher, Stan, and Rebecca.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
As I write them in my notes because I didn't just make them up.
Oh, excellent. As I'm walking to the bar, what do I see? How many people do I see behind the bar?
Behind the bar is just one guy, short, kind of sandy blonde hair, about 6 foot tall, good looking dude, kind of like, he's probably either here at the gym kind of vibe to him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just kind of cleaning some glasses, putting stuff away, kind of checking some inventory. And the only person at the bar, because it's kind of middle of the day, is one other person, but at the far side. So if you did want to kind of have a conversation, it seems like this would be a good setup.
Great. I take a seat at the bar and just kind of look at the menu for a second, just kind of like raise my hand whenever I see that I can catch his eye.
Yeah, hey man, what's up?
Hey, are you Stan?
Yeah, points to the name tag. That's me.
Ah, right. Nice to meet you. I was just talking to
Rebecca.
Her name was Rebecca.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just talking to Rebecca about the flight a while back that was kind of complicated.
Oh yeah, that was a weird one, man. What can I get you?
Let's see. Let me start with just a Coke.
Yeah, sure, no problem. And he goes over to the little pull thingy with the hose and.
As he's doing that, I'm just mentally thinking to everyone else. There was something on the line. Did you guys catch that?
So, Suki, are you guys connected? I don't recall.
I don't think I set it back up, unfortunately.
I didn't think you did either. So, since there's a consensus, we'll say that's true.
I will say one. I will say one thing though. I do remember like when I was having that conversation with the girl on the line. I was mentally communicating with them about like, did you guys hear that? And you were like, especially the part where they were really confident about not dying.
You're right. You're right.
That's a good point. So, Suki, you hear like.
What was that, baby?
You hear it, baby?
Suki.
Keep.
Hang on, y'all. I'm gonna go back outside. I think I'm having a slight, like, reception issue. I'll be right back.
And I look at my phone. I'm like, I have full bars.
He is so quick on technology.
Yes, like you're coming up to the 21st century like nobody's business. Yeah, I'll go outside and I guess I'll do like a try to help with reception.
Yeah. You step outside and you hear Suki.
Hey! Oh my God, that was so weird.
Did we get out of range or something?
Well, we're in that little stone hut, and we seem to have found a little present from our mutual acquaintance Maxwell.
No.
It's like a magic crock pot. It's insane. You got to get up here as soon as you can. Once all your recon and stuff is done. But, anywho, I guess it's messing with my sort of reception. I'm just right outside now, and I'm fine.
All right, I'll keep that in mind. Once I'm done here, I'll try to meet you guys. I'll try to contact you to let you know that I'll be coming somewhere close. If it's messing with your stuff, it might mess with my port. So you might, whenever I'm ready, you might need to get a good distance away.
Yeah, I mean, I think as long as you're outside the hut, you should be fine.
All right. Well, just to let you know real quick before you go back in, I'm talking to some people that were on that flight down that had that complication, and it sounded like there was something they saw something on the line. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you.
Like a critter or like ice?
I don't know, just something. But it seemed like it didn't stay there long. So.
Well, that's pretty good intel. I mean, keep doing what you're doing, honey. You're doing great.
All right. I'll meet up with you when I'm all done here.
Okay. See you soon.
Yep.
I'll stay connected though, but I'm going back inside. Go back inside. Figure it out.
So,
She's so cute.
Hugh, during this kind of conversation, while you're like pretending to sip your drink and stuff, so Stan is still kind of like hovering around doing some stuff, but he is still kind of in your vicinity.
So Stan, Rebecca said that when that weird thing happened on the flight a little bit back, whenever that they thought that there was something on the line or something.
Yeah, it was weird. Like the power went out, which I didn't know was a thing because it goes through the lines, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it was just for a few minutes, and it's probably nothing. I wouldn't worry about it too much, man. You scared of heights?
How could you tell?
You want me to fix up that drink a little bit for you?
Yeah, thanks.
Sure. He takes it back and adds a couple of things because I don't go to bars, so I don't know what's in there. So I'm going to guess rum. Rum and Coke's the thing, right? Okay.
Hey,
hands it back to you.
Stan, does one of my friends kind of works at the flight, Eddie?
Oh yeah, good dude.
Yeah. He was telling me that you and Chris, someone's named Christopher, was also a part of it.
Yeah.
Why'd you say it like that?
I've never seen Christopher act like that before. Like sometimes he'll ride on top, You know what I mean? But he was jumpy that night. It was kind of weird. Like, I don't know if he's having an off night or something, but it was odd.
When you say jumpy, like he was like just nervous or just hyper?
Have you ever been like to like a haunted house or haunted core maze or something with like a bunch of teenage girls?
Yeah.
Like, right. Like, it was like that vibe when the lights went out. Like, he was sweating it. And I've seen this guy like, clip on to the top of the car and just ride it. Like, we got to do it anyway. They got to do it anyway. But like, usually pretty fearless. Goes hiking all the time, kind of outdoorsy, right? But he's losing his mind. I think he was having a bad night.
Was he like that like the entire day or just when he was?
No, it's just just during the flight back home. Yeah, kind of weird. I haven't seen him today actually. Yeah, he's probably fine.
Do you know if he works today?
Yeah, I don't really know. He didn't come up this morning with me, but I mean, probably ask around. Do you know Christopher too?
Only through Eddie.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right on. Yeah. Well, hey, listen, if you need me to refill that, let me know, and I'll be around, man.
I appreciate it. Q's gonna take some time to kind of like drink his drink and kind of like look around, just kind of like scanning the area until he feels like, okay, I'll start moving on to see if I can find this other person.
Yeah. Why don't you give me a plus sharp roll?
That's not my best, but it's not my worst. Let's see. All right. Using eyeballs to scan. Being cool. No. 4 + 1 is 5.
Mark experience.
Okay.
All right, great. Yeah, nothing really is going on up here. Just people kind of enjoying some lunchtime meals, late lunches and drinks and things like that. And with that ominous transition, we'll switch back over to Team Suki. Sorry, Fiona engaged. She has seniority.
Always.
And that was not an old joke either.
I was gonna say.
All right. Fiona Gates, while Suki's outside trying to get better telepathic signal?
Reception? I don't know how this works.
Reception? Yeah. It's a new one for me too. What are you guys doing? Because you can clearly see the evil crockpot. Let's go with that.
I feel like we shouldn't touch it. Is that normal?
I kind of want to touch it.
I mean, I want to touch it, but I feel like we shouldn't touch it.
Doesn't seem like a touchable thing. But I'm gonna look inside. Is there anywhere? Do I see it? Like, is there any hint, any clues anywhere? Like pieces of parchment, or
Yeah.
is it just the crock pot inside?
Wizard
Yeah.
hat.
How a wizard hat?
Eye of Newt.
A broom.
Hey, jauntily on the side of the door. Let's go ahead and have you. Yeah, let's investigate a mystery.
Okay. Oh, sharp. 7.
7. You can hold 1. What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? What is being concealed here? And there are several here in this context that might be really beneficial.
Yeah.
And you also have a move that might be helpful in this too. Forensic divination. Whenever you investigate a mystery, you can ask what magic was done here as a free extra question.
Oh,
So
I chose a different ability though instead of
Oh,
that
you don't
one.
have forensic divination?
Mm-mm.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah. But I have some other stuff. Can I ask what can it do?
What can it do? You think that this device is trying to breach a dimensional barrier of sorts. And you've
Okay.
only ever seen something like this maybe 1 or 2 times in your life. One of particular note, but you've never seen mechanized before. So this thing is trying to weaken a barrier to some other dimension, pocket dimension, reality, something of that nature.
Okay. And I do have forensic divination. Sorry.
I was about to say, I was like,
take
you've
that back.
used it before. That's fine, no problem.
I highlighted a bunch of stuff just to confuse myself.
No
But-
problem. You do you.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, and I can ask one more.
Yeah, you can actually ask specifically what magic was done here. That's what that gives you. Gives you an extra, but it's a specific question.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask that.
Okay, what magic was done here?
Mhm.
There was actually 2 pieces of magic here, not counting the illusion spell that you dismissed. What's being done here is this is a mystical gestalt of sorts. There is certainly technology here, clearly, but the magic that's interacting with it isn't being produced by the machine itself. There is something magical that's been like overlaid on top of this as like a filter. Like maybe this wasn't its intended use, or it couldn't do it by itself, but someone clearly cast a spell on here. And there's also a faint aura of shadow magic here.
Okay.
Almost like there's a Chuchukabra here.
Great. All right. Well, I'm gonna relay the message to everybody.
Yeah. And I'm going to say, Suki, as you walk in, you're starting to hear her broadcast, and it's still that same choppy kind of over like magic.
Yeah, honey. I'm not getting good reception in here. What'd you say?
Oh, it's probably because of this. Well, and then I explained to her everything.
The magic crock pot.
Do you think they're trying to pull something through?
Maybe. I think it could either be preventing something from coming through or trying to get it through here. The last time we ran into Maxwell's magical machine here, it was trying to it was blocking things from coming into the space. It was like blocking magic. Mm-hmm. So maybe, so you said it's like a filter.
Yeah.
So, but the thing that the magic that's on it is like darky magic, right? Like darkish magic.
Yeah.
I don't rightly know. I mean, well, did you guys hear what Q was saying?
No.
Okay. And I'll relay the there was something on the lines and the power went out. And Christopher, the very cool, was very nervous.
Well, I think he knows something.
Definitely. I mean, maybe it was like a creature on the lines itself, and Christopher knows about it. Maybe Christopher did this?
Maybe. Why would he leave it here? To me, it looks like a gateway or a place to
try to pull
harness something. Yeah.
I wonder why they would be harnessing to here, you know?
Like, why the line is my question.
Why up here? Why this weird little house? Can I open my spooky senses to see if I know I did the general vibe check, but maybe there's a ghost?
Yeah, let's look at that.
Inhabitant?
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and roll plus weird for that.
Ooh, that's a 13. 10 on the die. Ooh. 10 on the die for the magic girl.
And so what are you looking for specifically? What's your intention here? Because this game works a lot on intention.
Right. My intention is, so I am in a structure in the middle of the wilderness. It must have been built by someone. If that's someone, and I figure it's pretty old, so maybe it was a long ago hunting cabin or something. if this magic gateway comes through here, someone built a structure around it either purposely or by accident. So if the dead person who built this is still around, maybe they know something about the portal.
Okay.
That's a big stretch on my part. I
It
fully
is.
understand.
It is a big stretch, but that was a great roll. So what I'll do is a kind of a hybrid approach. Much like in a mixed success, I'll give you a choice.
Okay.
Do you want to know why it's here, or do you want to know who put it here?
Ooh.
Both options good.
I know, because that's the thing. Because like, if I know who put it here, that might lead us to like Maxwell himself. So yeah, maybe I'll do that because I'm really curious about Maxwell.
So who put it here?
Who put it here? Who did this?
Yeah. So you open your sight and you start scanning the room. And at first you don't see anything or anyone, but then you kind of go back to one far corner and there's a shimmer like hot asphalt in summer. And you kind of dial it in and really start to stare at it, like they're, squinting, how that makes your vision better. And it starts to coalesce, and there is a humanoid form standing in the corner, completely silhouetted in black. But that's about as much fidelity you can get based on the power you're using.
Can I try to talk to it? I'll just say out loud, like, "Well, hi, friend."
Like looking right at that corner?
Right at the corner, like, "I see you."
You see it like turn, like look at you, and give a posture that looks something like annoyance or resignation. And then just out of that shadow, the man that Q saw at the end of the troll hunt, all in black ski mask, goggles, the H, bandolier, 2 knives at his side, appears in the side of the room and just stares at you. And his whole vibe is menace. Like he is super not pleased that you are here or that you saw him.
Well, that is rather intimidating. Sir, look, we're just trying to help around here. We're not really, an enemy or whatever.
Pulls a knife with his right hand.
Interesting. I'm gonna power up a big whammy.
Second knife.
Does only Suki see him?
No, you all can see him now.
He's like corporeal, right?
He stepped out of the shadows into meat space.
Blast! Fire blast!
Like, oh, okay. So wait, all right.
All right,
So...
Fiona, kick some butt.
Oh no!
Oh no!
We're inside a stone structure. It's like
It can't burn down.
Me. Take the crock pot, run!
I know. Grab the crock pot.
Oh,
you say that out loud?
That's like a port key. There's no good.
No, hold on. I have a very important message for Fiona right now. Do you say that out loud? Is this your instruction to your team?
No, I don't.
Disappointed. All right, that's right.
You're gonna be whipped off the land of chupacabras.
I'm just playing.
Now she's gonna pick that shit up and run now.
She'll throw it.
Isn't it bolted into the floor?
Oh yeah. Oh, luckily.
Although I have every confidence the Gates can figure something out.
Oh, 100%.
Oh man, I got a 6.
Mark experience. Yeah, so you shoot fire and he just ducks it. And slowly, with like a surprisingly lack of concern, just turns back towards you. And just as he takes a step forward, the evil crockpot, which is the name of this thing until I think it's something better, like ramps up and that black, almost swirling energy solidifies, and the viscosity becomes something more solid. And you could all see, without the help of spooky vision, there is a indentation in the ceiling. Well, that's not right. It's an indentation in reality as space is bending, and you can see little cracks and fractures like electric sparks flowing from its center.
Okay, I think we got off on the wrong foot.
Get out.
Okay.
Before
And his
I do-
voice is all like computer modulated. It's kind of odd.
First, before I do, are you Maxwell?
That would be the worst day ever. Get out.
All right. You ain't Christopher, though, are you?
5.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
there's
you
a
ain't
time. Oh,
you
Miss
can't-
Suki, we
3.
should probably
We gotta
leave.
go. We'll go.
1.
We leave.
We're out of here. Yeah.
Okay.
Suki's not a tank, but Suki knows what she's being.
I love how Suki always finds the big bad, and also Suki is not a tank. Let's get hashtag Suki's not a tank in the chat, please. Yeah, so you guys just like scurry like the Three Stooges like out of the stone table.
Yeah, we bouncing.
We get stuck in the doorway like the Three Stooges. I'm
Okay.
just kidding. I'm fully kidding. We'll die if that happens. We will die if that happens.
You like cannon. And you guys like stumble out into the kind of cliff face there. There's only like probably 6-8 feet between the door and the edge of the cliff. And you gotta kind of gotta look back, and this whole thing is now sparking with lightning, and you can see the shade just calmly walking in between the door and the crock pot, looking up at this tear in reality. He looks back behind him, sees you guys, and goes with a gesture, and the door is filled with black now, like deep shadow, and you guys can't see what's happening inside anymore. What would you like to do?
So,
Magic map.
Yes, Gates.
I don't know if that's normal, but it doesn't seem like it's normal, so I'm just gonna go with my gut. What was that? Is that what we should expect every time you talk to like the walls, Miss Suki?
No, that one was decidedly very rude.
Oh,
Did you summon him?
No,
you
I
can
think-
summon them?
I don't. I didn't. Well, I can't. I don't. Well, they more sort of come out if they wanna most of the time. But that guy was corporeal. That guy ain't a deady. He's a livey. So I don't think I think he might have been following us. To be perfectly honest, it looked like he was sort of having a little mirage moment, and it just sort of I was able to see through it real good. But I definitely think he's the one who put the crock pot there.
And I will say this though too, Suki, is though he showed up in an episode, a scene featuring you, you didn't see him.
I didn't see him. Yeah.
You saw him at the end of the troll hunt. I don't recall if Q told you guys, and I don't think you did, Q.
About the shadow guy?
Yeah, did you?
I totally did. Oh yeah.
Okay, awesome. Okay, no problem.
Of course I
I'm
shared
just saying,
information.
this is the first time that you guys have seen him in the shadow flesh.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I didn't summon him. I think he's been following us because Q mentioned it earlier. He saw somebody like him after the whole troll debacle, but I didn't see him. So now we seen him.
But he's in there now with that crock pot, so if he followed us, should we keep him away from it?
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't rightly know how. He dodged that fire attack that Fiona hooked at him like real easy, and now I think he's like more advanced magically than any of us. I'm gonna let's talk to Q. Hang on, Q.
And I have a question for DM. For Keeper.
Fiona, let's start with you. Fiona, go ahead.
me. That's me. Hello. I'm wondering if I can use maybe like utilize the big magic, and is there a way I can go in there and like trap him
Okay,
and like so like stun him in some way?
yeah, so there's a couple of things that you could do. So big magic, like I love the gusto. That is like might be overkill
Might
for the
take
situation,
time.
and
Yeah.
typically is going to require something that you don't have on a general hunt, like rare reagents or multiple spellcasters of a comparable level, or 30 days to investigate. It depends, but there are several things in use magic that I think might be helpful in the situation.
Yeah.
So enchant a weapon, do a thing that's beyond human limitations, bar a place or portal, trap a person, banish a spirit, summon a monster, communicate with something you don't share a language with, observe another place or time, heal harm, these kinds of things. So yes, there are absolutely things here that you could do.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm wondering if I can use like a web magic or something just to hold him down and stop his magic. So like,
Oh, nice. So you're trying to
Traps him?
basically lock him down specifically.
yeah.
I absolutely love it. Just let's have you roll plus weird and then describe what you're going to do.
That's a 7.
Okay. I've been waiting all my life for this. So it works imperfectly. Choose your effect and a glitch. The keeper will decide what effect the glitch has. So the effect I suppose you're going for is trap a specific person?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Pick your glitch and I'll tell you the bounds of it.
Okay. Where am I? Where are the
Glitches are at the bottom of the back page. So the effect is weakened. The effect is of short duration. You take 1 harm, ignore armor. The magic draws immediate unwelcome attention. It has a problematic side effect.
Problematic side effect.
Is it weird that I was hoping you would pick that one? So you reach out with your magic, and these red glowing tendrils come up from the ground and wrap around your wrists. And Fiona, you know that inside the darkened door of the stone house, the same is happening to the shade. The problematic side effect is he's only barred as long as you were barred. It's a sympathetic magic. It's almost a voodoo of sorts. You're restrained, he's restrained.
Okay.
What would you guys like to do?
How does that affect the magic? Is it still going? Or the cauldron?
The cauldron is still going, but you did notice a shift of some kind. It was something not just for you as a magic user, but something that all of you guys kind of felt. There was a... Let me get Gates and Suki to roll a plus sharp for me.
So I get held to the ground with my wrist, and I'm just holding it there, and I'm like very tense. There's like my neck's like there's veins coming up on my forehead and my neck. Okay, guys, I've got him down. I don't know how long this is gonna last. I can let you know when he's trying to break free or when he's getting loose.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Gates,
I got
what
a
do you?
10.
10, Gates?
Got a 10.
Nice. You
Twinsies.
both can feel it, Suki, partially because of your paranormal sight. You can feel that it went from focus to erratic. Gates, your passenger is anxious.
How much are we wanting to get this crock pot of evilness away from the guy? Like scale, maybe 1 to 10.
I think it's more getting him away from the crock pot itself. I think the crock pot's like immovable at the mo. But I would say it's pretty high on the list of priorities.
Okay.
I'm not sure how, but
I was gonna suggest, you know how I can like go through stuff.
Right, I keep forgetting that you're magic.
I guess. Is that magic? Later
Well,
question.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Fiona's just like, guys, come on.
Not the time, not the time.
Disarm him.
If I run in there, would I be able to like grab the pot and like intangible out of the room, or would the pot just like stay if I run through?
I mean, it is bolted to the floor.
Ooh.
Gates, I like where you're headed.
I like
You've
it
never
too.
tried to make the thing intangible and you solid? It should work.
I mean, the worst that happens is it doesn't work, and I just run back out of the building really
False.
fast.
That is not the worst that could happen.
I
can
mean, your
tell you
clothes
right
go
now.
with you,
In
right?
Gates'
It
mind,
ain't
that
the
is
best.
the worst.
Yeah,
right?
no,
Yeah.
for sure. And I love the off-label use of powers. Like ever since we gave Suki a party line, which is not in the description, I am so down for this. I want to see
Yeah.
this happen, like just selfishly as me.
I mean, I'm totally willing to come in there and help. I mean, it seems like if we're gonna get it out, we got to get it off the floor first. And if Fiona's got him held down for a little while, I think we take our chance. I think that's a great idea.
Okay, it's holding still right now.
Suki, you see Fiona's arm go down all of a sudden. Fiona, you feel
JK.
him. He's pulling against you actively inside.
Yeah.
He's struggling, and you're trying to keep him restrained like a bronco with a lariat.
I mean, is there like a stick or something around here?
Sure.
I will pick up a stout stick, and if you take the crock pot, I'll take the bad guy.
Oh, okay. I don't know which one's worse right now, but I'll agree.
They're both bad.
You about to find out.
I'll let you know right now. Neither of us are getting out of here without any harm. I'll let you know right now.
Gates, what do you do?
He heads towards the shadow hut or door area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, are you walking through the wall? What's going on?
I'm channeling my most woosah intangible thoughts to get through back into the shed.
Yeah. You see that kind of like biological static in your arm, and you put your hand out, and it feels as though the stone wall of the building is not there.
Okay, going through, and I'll push
Go
through.
through. Now, Suki, you're by yourself outside the stone wall. Gates, you jump in, and you see a very juxtaposed situation where the shade is also standing restrained with these two red tendrils around his wrist as he is desperately fighting against it. It almost looks like he's trying to like grab his knife from the side.
Oh no! Don't do that! Don't do that! Don't do that!
And you can see that the tear in reality is now, for lack of a better term, buck wild.
Oh, that I.
So we're just
know-
going to watch Gates do things now.
I didn't think about how to get Miss Suki in here, but
Well, I have a plan, but you do you for a second. I'll
okay,
be
I'm
in
just
a
gonna
sec, okay?
tiptoe towards the. I'm gonna stay as far away as possible from this whole thing
Okay,
that
go around
is,
him,
yeah,
yeah.
and then I'll like soup around the reality warping destruction over here to try and like assess the evil crockpot area.
So are you just trying to assess it or trying to do something?
I want if it looks like I can get close enough to touch it without like getting sucked into it or anything like that happening, then I'll do that and try and intangibilize the item itself.
Intangibilize. I like it.
That's a new
Read a
word.
bad situation for me, Gates.
Oh.
This is you assessing the danger in front of you. This is plus sharp.
6.
Mark experience.
Oh, I level up.
Hey, level.
Great
Be
level up.
thinking
Oh, no.
About
Of
what,
what
you
I
want to
need
do.
right now.
Yes.
as you see the shade kind of turn and see you for the first time as you're like creeping forward. He's like, "Fool, what did you do?" And at that moment, the break in reality solidifies and opens up
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
as this roiling shape of bubbles and oily black shimmer starts to just leak and crawl and expand out of this portal.
Oh
And
no.
to use the other thing, the other failures,
Oh no.
Fiona, you feel the spell break.
Rats.
Oh,
And
I
he
fall right
said-
on my shoulder blades.
Mhm.
Oh.
You got to take care of those scapulas, you know.
Oh,
And
Owie.
and Gates, you see the shade go, take the knives back into his holsters and says, "Your funeral. Deal with it." He disappears into the shadows.
Oh man. Oh man.
Suki, the
Oh.
shadow door disappears, and you can see inside and see much the same description, you as well, Fiona, of what I just described to Gates. Q, what are you doing?
Oh, I mean, I'm just listening to the nice elevator music, just like walking through with my phone. Everything is fine. It's a great day. The sun is bright in the sky. Beautiful view. And I'm just walking around the restaurant 10-3, and I'm gonna ask Rebecca, who I talked to before. She
Yeah,
was
the hostess, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up. Hey, Rebecca. Have you seen Christopher today? Did he come in?
I don't know. Is Sarah working today?
Sarah?
Yeah, she usually works the flights. She check in, check out.
Yeah.
blonde,
I
short
talked to
girl.
her. Yeah, I talked to her
Yeah.
before I came in.
She would probably know. She kind of like knows everything. You know what I mean?
All right.
Yeah, but I mean, I haven't seen him appear. Because cafe, restaurant, flights. It's kind of a thing.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, my friend Eddie is on break. Do they break in here, or is there like a different break room?
Oh yeah, I saw him come in earlier. He's probably actually sitting in the kitchen eating probably a burger or something. Did you eat him?
No, I was just saying I'll probably come in and kick it with him a little bit later. But
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, if I see him, I'll tell him you came back. What's your name again?
Q.
Q. Nice to meet you,
Yeah.
Q. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll let him know that you came by.
All right, thanks. I start making my way back towards the flight to talk to Sarah.
Yeah. So you find Sarah, and there's a line kind of forming because another flight's coming up here in just a few minutes, and she's got the kind of the gate closed, so no one just toddles off into their doom. And standing there, she goes, "Did you introduce yourself to Sarah before?"
I did.
You did great. She sees you kind of walking up. She goes, "Oh, hey, Q. You getting ready to fly down?"
Not just yet. I was just talking to Stan and Rebecca, and they wanted me to ask you, have you seen Christopher today? Did he come up?
Let me look. And she pulls her clipboard out, kind of like, and Sarah has like big like camp counselor vibes. You know what I mean? Like, just way too excited to be there and like just very responsible. She goes like, "Oh, you'll like this." She kind of looks at the crowd. They're not really paying attention. She's like, "Come here. And
Yeah.
you guys step off just for a few feet." And she goes, "Okay." She points down kind of the mountain. She goes, "Okay, so the next car's come up over this ridge in just a second. You see the ridge there? Okay, watch this. There." And you see the cart come up over the ridge on the rails, and standing on top of the car is a person in a bright yellow t-shirt holding on to the thing, just like very like Titanic, I'm a bird, Jack Sparrow and the Black Pearl vibes, and just like hanging off, like clearly giving off like, "Look how cool I am" vibes. She goes, "That's Christopher."
That's Christopher. Okay.
Yeah.
Out of character. Keeper.
Yes.
Is do they do that on the tram? They do
They
that
sure
on
do.
the tram.
Mhm.
Okay.
What you can't see from this distance is that they have a harness on, like they're rock climbing, and they're clicked in.
Wow.
And it's something they do on a semi-regular basis just to check lines, look for problems, and kind of inspect as part of maintenance of the cars.
Gotcha.
Because there's never been an accident.
Because there's never been an accident ever.
There is no war in Boston City.
I'm just gonna thanks, Sarah. Yeah, I wasn't picturing that. Appreciate it. I'm gonna start walking over to meet Christopher. I gotta say, I love my I'm like this fetch quest I'm on. Like talk to them, get more stuff, and like, all right, come back, our new thing. And it's a beautiful day.
Yeah. So you walk over to the disembark terminal, which is just kind of next door, as that one's coming up, and you see the people kind of get out, and then you see Christopher like just kind of like drop from the top. Clearly pleased with himself as he starts taking off the 5-piece harness and kind of taking that off and trying to pack it up, kind of looking around to see if anyone's like basically like looking at them.
He sees me walking up, looking at him, like kind of like, you know, with my eyebrows up and like clearly impressed. And
hey man, what's up? Gives you like a big like hand, like five, like what's going on?
Man.
Doing good?
Yeah.
Like,
hey, I'm good. Are you Christopher?
yeah, it's me.
Hey, yeah, I was just talking to Sarah and my friend Eddie works here, and
Oh, you know Eddie? That's cool.
yeah, he's a cool guy. That was pretty epic. That was really dangerous.
Yeah, no, it's I mean, it's a little dangerous, but it's pretty safe. You know, you only you have to work here for a little bit before you can do the maintenance runs, but I like it. You know, I'm not really a scaredy cat or anything.
Yeah, I was already thinking about putting in an application. That I don't know, that might have pushed it over the edge. In a good way. In a good way.
Right on. Yeah, man. Put an application. I'd like to show you the ropes. It'd be awesome.
Cool.
He thinks the joke about ropes is very funny.
Yeah. How long you been working here?
I've been here about 2-3 years. Yeah, 2.5. Yeah,
nice. I was talking to Sarah, and she was saying, because you know, I'm typically kind of nervous about being, you know, kind of high up, but I've been kind of like warming up to it. But she was really bolstering that, you know, it's really safe and nothing's ever really happened. I think at least I think recently something happened actually, but it wasn't too big. She said something about they stopped the tram for a while and the lights went out.
You mentioned that, and you see his face flicker just for a moment of unmerited self-confidence to something of uncertainty, and then back to the self-confidence. It's like, oh yeah, I mean, it's fine. I mean, listen, things safe. That's part of why I go up there, make sure all you guys get home safe.
I appreciate that too, heavily. But I was hanging out with Stan for a little bit, and he said that you were kind of shaken, which I can't really imagine because you were on top of the thing. But he said that you were really shaken that night before going on the tram.
I want you to roll manipulate someone.
Oh no, no, not me.
You got it. You got it.
Oh yeah, totally.
You sent the sweet grandmother away.
Now I have to deal with a monster, and I'm not good at that. So
not 9 + 1 is 10. Wait.
Success.
Oh, wait. Actually, wait. This is manipulate. Wait 1 second. Let me double check that.
Plus charm.
Plus charm. Oh yeah, no, that's a -1 on charm. All right, so it's gonna be an 8. Mixed success.
A mixed success. They'll do what you're trying to get them to do, which is reveal what happened that night, but only if you do something for them right now to show that you mean it. And you see him hesitate, like he is unwilling to talk about it.
What I do is I kind of hold him on the shoulder. Man, I get it. We kind of have a way that we want to present ourselves. I get it. Don't trust me. I'm not gonna say anything to anyone. This is strictly between us. Don't even worry about it.
Huh. I guess that's all right. No one's gonna believe you if you tell anyone anyway. There's something in the canyon moving. I swear it was flying towards the car. I've never seen anything like that.
It wasn't like a big bird?
No, man, it was night. It was glowing. It's coming right out of TWA Canyon. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. And he gets cut off as the entire crowd of the peak here goes, ah! As an explosion blows off the top of the stone house on the adjacent peak, and roiling black energy emits from the top. And you see Christopher bolt in the moment it takes you to look over to the house, look back at him. He's already running. You can see people are screaming, running for cover, taking photos, or trying to get a better view. And Q, you see over by 10-3, the restaurant, there's a bunch of people that just ran outside, and you see Eddie come out.
Oh no.
Look across, look at you, and go, shake his head just like, and whisper to you, I knew it. And that's where we're going to end our episode.
Oh no! Oh, no!
My bad.
No, Gates.
Oh,
Gates. Gates is in the
my
house.
gosh. So I mentioned this to my hunters before. I don't know if they remember because we pre-record these, but this hunt is something of a super hunt that has more moving pieces than I normally do. And so we'll see how this turns out. This is not anything close to how I thought it would turn out, but I'm here for it. And I hope you'll be here for it too. Please join us next week, Fridays, right here on the Fable 42 Twitch stream at 6 p.m. Eastern or 3 p.m. Pacific. And let's go ahead and call our winner there in the chat. And please contact me in the Discord. Just jump in there, send me a message, and I will get you your dice. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, Albuquerque's a weird place. Let's keep it that way.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Bye.